Greetings, listeners, and welcome again to Cosmic Crit. I'm the best goblin in your wedding, Jabert. We've got a great episode for you today, but first I have a couple of announcements. First, you may be noticing a little something extra in your podcast feed this morning of the 11th of November. I would encourage you to give that quick little announcement a listen. We've got an exciting event coming up on Saturday the 16th of November, which I hope you'll join us for. I won't get into it anymore here, but definitely go give that a listen and then join us for some sweet, sweet extra Starfinder. Secondly, it came to our attention that we forgot to announce the winners of the Cosmic Crit September Challenge. And while we've reached out to those folks, I'd like to formally congratulate Donald G., Will D., and Avakaku on their submissions. And I'd also like to thank everyone who submitted their contributions. There were a lot of truly hysterical memes, and we had a lot of fun getting them. On the subject of challenges, our poll is now closed for class and type predictions in Season 3, and we'd like to thank everyone who participated. And we'd also like to congratulate Stygia, Ben, and Javi on getting the closest. Javi got 6 out of 10 right. Man, you're making us sweat a little bit here. And while I can't tell you right now exactly what they got right, I can tell you what you think we'll be in Season 3. Altogether, you have guessed that Tyler and Rebecca will be mystics. Drew will be an operative or a soldier. That was sort of a split. That I'm going to be a biohacker, and that Miles is either going to be an operative or a Solarian. Will any of these predictions be proven correct? We'll find out in just a few short weeks. Seriously, I can't wait for you to see what we've been cooking up. It's going to be a ton of fun, and I think you're really going to love these weirdos that we've written. And one last thing regarding challenges and writing weirdos. We're about a third of the way through November, which is hard to imagine, and we've started getting submissions for NPCs in Season 3. For more details on how to submit an NPC, please head on over to www.cosmiccrit.com for details there, and please send some in, because we always love reading about those guys, and sometimes we include more than one or two, you know, if we're feeling really inspired, we'll throw a few of them in there, so get your submissions in. We love to see them. All right, that's enough of the yakety yak. Now it's time for the clackety clack with episode 110, Portal Combat.
Episode commencing in 3, 2, 1. Episode initiated.
Don't want to be an Aslantean, idiot. Just want to rule under a state media. Alien planets will cower in hysteria. The subliminal mind pronk of me, Patrick, your GM. Welcome to a new episode of Cosmic Critis, all across the alien species, where this episode's gonna turn out okay. Podcast streams of tomorrow. My players are not the ones who are meant to follow, for they're the ones that two also argue as I introduce them to you all. On episode 110 of the show, to my right, why, you know where he'll be found. When he fixes his drone all around, it's Tyler playing Nikithian Drone-itis.
Hello, Patrick.
To his right, wake me up next turn when her summon ends. Or September, whatever comes first. It's Rebecca rocking Talaro.
Hello.
Across the digital table, he's unpredictable, but in the win, that's, he's right. And I hope you had time to end an Aslanti life. It's Miles with a win.
Hello.
To his right, sometimes he gives me the creeps, and other times he plays mind trick attacks on me. It's Jabert bringing Bumfuzzle.
Greetings.
And to my left, he walks an empty street along a boulevard of enemies with broken bones. It's Drew running with Kaz.
Hello.
Hey, everyone.
No snappy jokes this episode. I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah.
Right. I think we all assumed that everyone else was like, nah, they're probably going to do some jokes.
Yeah, no, I told these folks Green Day's the intro. I don't know why. Didn't get to them yet.
Aslanti Green Day.
Yeah, especially with the Aslanti. Green is all over the place.
Exactly. We've got a lot of game to get to this week, so I can't contain myself. I've been waiting for this episode for a while. 110. Are you guys ready to get back into the game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Real quick recap time then. Tell everybody what happened last time in Cosmic Crit.
The crew debates on what to do with the rune drive now that they finally have it in their possession.
We entered the Scion's vestry to find plates bearing the ancient parapet symbol. We think Ulavestra is wearing the armor he stole from the Royal Venture, with the former owner's symbols torn off and replaced with his own.
In the field stability test chamber, we are set upon by 2 Aslanti battlebots. Just like their starships, the Aslanti have rigged the robotic guardians to self-destruct. But with some nimble fingers, we disabled the robots' kill switches just in time.
Kaz tries to get in to block the enemies from the rest of the crew as the battle arena gets smaller and smaller.
With the data from the Field Stability Lab in hand, the crew feels pressed for time and heads off to Power Dynamics, knowing that the Sardat's rival is getting closer and closer.
Yay, no one exploded. What a fun game you guys are playing. No danger. Those are beefy guys, the Aslanti battle robots. But you guys, even with the confines of this tiny chamber, were able to best them. Oh, right. So yeah, you guys indeed found your way to the Field Stability Lab. You beat the test dummies, the Aslanti robots, and after some quick computer work, it's not as difficult as the main computer. You're able to hack in, download that data, and get it on that main data pad that Oliviana had. And we took about a 10 to 20 minute rest, as I think there were some itis repairs. Bumfuzzle got pretty messed up in that fight and took a... is this the first RP that you've burned,
Yeah, it's the first one for the day. Yeah, I've managed to stay out of danger so far, but this one was a little punchy.
And we talked about it off air between last week and this week about heading back towards the rune drive and maybe spending a little bit of downtime to take a couple hours and craft maybe a spell gem or 2. Is that where you guys landed?
That's what I would like to do. I am running low on spells, and it is making me very nervous.
And as we talked about, like, even if you take 8 hours of rest, you have to wait 24 hours to get all your spells back. So
right,
it's quite a long amount of time down here.
Yeah, so if Nikithi is willing, it would be very helpful if we can spend some time just to make 2 spell gems, and we're going to go with level 2 summon creatures for those.
I'm going to spend some time to work on this robotic super Roomba, and
oh yeah, the
Speed buff.
Yeah, well, there's one just right here in this lab, but you want to go back to the one in the rune drive.
Yeah, sort of closer to the rest of the group, I think.
Okay. Well, first, as you guys are exiting Field Stability, I need everyone to make a perception check. Starting off the game with them perception checks. Everyone loves so darn much.
Kaz with the 28.
Oh, 28. Wow, that's pretty good. It's just 2 lower than what you needed here, Drew. I'm so sorry. DC 30 to potentially have catched just the little speck of light, a little glint of the rune drive computers reflecting in the scope of a rifle aiming down in your guys' direction. Nobody sees it, though, as it rings out a shot. Crack! Well, that was really well timed. Okay. This is obviously going against Kaz. Drew, what is your flat-footed KAC? It's just last 2.
Yeah, so that'd be 17.
Excellent. Okay, so yes, this is a hit. I've rolled an 11 on the dice. We are in combat. Why doesn't everyone make an initiative roll for me? I'll do some damage in the meantime.
But we're tired. Natural 2. Gosh darn it.
Natural 1 from me. You did better than I did.
Natural 20 for Kaz.
Oh boy. Just ready to get up in there. This is 13 points of piercing damage.
13, you said?
13. Yep.
Oh man, now I got this force field Aeon, so I got to do math.
It's probably not on anymore.
Well, it's an Aeon Stone. Should leave it on? Never goes off?
No.
You have to activate
It
it.
works just like the shield, so you don't have to do math at all because it wasn't activated.
Joke's on you, because now I've got an entropy point.
You're trapped yet again. Alrighty, so down the hallway on the catwalk over the rune drive, you can see maybe the flash of the rifle, and now you can see in the shadows up there the form of Evandrian, the Aeon Guard specialist, and that is
This guy.
almost 100 foot away from where you guys are back in the field stability lab. So this is almost a sniper shot in your direction. We are in initiative turn order, and oh boy, yeah, we did have some low rolls here. We'll roll into the turn order. Let's see what I get. Ooh, very low on the dice, which means top of the turn order, Drew.
All right. I think I'm going to move up, but knowing that he's going to have an easy shot in the middle of this hallway, I'm gonna have to double move to do this. But do I get cover if I come all the way up here into this doorway where we found the
Scion's vestry?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get total cover there if you'd like. So you're kind of like hiding about 5 foot out of the hallway. So yeah, don't really have he does not have a shot on you, which brings us next in the turn order to Win.
Plenty of space over here, guys.
Yeah, just march right up the sniper's corridor if you want.
I do have a quick suggest. Oh, never mind.
What was your suggestion?
No, you do you, fam. I like it. I like the charge. It's
Well,
good.
he's just moving up right now, but
I mean, there's not a whole lot else I can do.
yeah. Do you want to hide with
Yeah.
Kaz?
Yeah.
Well? Okay, so double move into the Scion's vestry again, then it's a Bumfuzzle next.
Bumfuzzle is going to charge aggressively, but not really charge, just sort of move.
And so that's a single move, get up to where Kaz is, and ooh, you're
Yeah.
moving straight up.
I'm double moving up, and I'm like sort of about 10 feet across and maybe like 15, 20 feet underneath him.
Yep. So you're almost right beneath the start of the catwalks here. You're in the room drive chamber.
Yeah, so Kaz and Win just see Bumfuzzle just like, just run past the hallway.
Golly, how much movement do you have?
45 feet.
Golly.
He's a speedy gobbo. Over comms, you hear the voice of Evandrian come on and say, Kaz, you have your comrades throw down their weapons now and have them surrender. Don't make this harder than it has to be, traitor.
To be a traitor to something would mean to have ever had to belong to it. I reject everything about whatever past I may have had, Evandrian.
Lame, okay. Then I guess I'm going to shoot Bumfuzzle now. No! Yeah, still got the rifle out, so I think that's what he's going to take a crack shot with. Taking a shot at our boy. 14 on the dice. Hit. You're not in extreme range anymore. 15 points of damage, and he's going to beat a pretty hasty retreat to where you cannot see him. In the catwalks, he's running away from you, Bumfuzzle, kind of towards the south, towards the main command center that you guys, where you found Mergarber.
Uh-oh.
Nikithi, on to you.
Bumfuzzle, where'd he go? Do you still see him?
No, he went that away, to the right.
Should we chase after him or let him leave?
Get him!
All right. I guess Idis will double move as far as she can go, which is only 30 feet, so we're not going too far.
Excellent.
And
moving up
Nikki
as well.
will slowly walk up. Take forever.
Talara, we're back to you.
Are there any, air ducts that I can climb through or something?
I mean, I don't think you guys have found anything yet connecting these long 10-foot wide hallways.
Okay. Not
Nothing
necessarily
besides
for me.
catwalk.
What I really don't want to happen is for Evandrian to crawl through the air ducts and jump down right behind me. That's what I'm afraid of.
Well, I mean, he was still like 100 foot away from where he started his turn, so at least probably not going to happen this turn.
All right. I guess Solara will move forward, although I'm not really sure where to.
To her friend Kaz, and Sedona's going to move up there as well towards the Scion's vestry.
I'll go hang out with Sedona and Kaz.
Okay, then turn 2, Kaz, we're back to you.
All right, Kaz is going to, let's see. Sorry, I got to do some math here. Let me see how far I am away from this. I'm about 20 feet from the catwalk. Could I move to maybe this point here or here?
Yeah, so just the edge of the catwalk, you want to jump jet up?
Yes.
Yeah, go right ahead. It's going to be double move for you, and I'm guessing win, probably the same thing.
Yes.
A lot of ground to cover here. Alrighty, and then we are on to a Bumfuzzle.
All right. I'm going to use the same jump jets that I forgot I had before. I'm going to jump right on up, and I'm going to run around the corner. Double moving. And I come through. I guess I'm coming in sort of back around like I was going towards the control room where we left Morgor.
Yep, and I mean, you can stop at any point along here because you will, at that point, see Evandrian kind of like hustling, double timing it over this catwalk here, has his rifle in one hand and what looks like a very slick-looking knife, and guard knife in the other.
All right. Well, I'm gonna run right up on him and menacingly go.
Oh yeah, he double moved. Okay, good. On his turn, he is going to move, so he can take an attack of opportunity.
I'm going to. That's only a 15 versus Casey.
Casey is going to be a miss. He is going to activate his jetpack. He's got one of these as well. A jetpack. And he's going to scoot through this door right over here and on the western side of the hallway, and then tap some buttons on the other side and like at your direction on the catwalk gives like a little see you later, like toodaloo hand wave at you, and the door slams shut. You don't see him anymore as well. He once again over comm says, "You think you all are going to waltz out of here like you did Golta, like you did on the Condis? Well, let me tell you, you might have killed Lieutenant Sharu, but you're not going to take me out like that."
I'll wear your armor like I'm wearing yours.
Nikithi and Talara, guys, he moving up very far behind now.
Yeah, I'll come stand next to Wen.
Nikithi will move up, but then he gets winded and he takes a breather. Leans up against a wall, takes a breather.
Let's see. Kaz, Win, and Bumfuzzle, you might be able to do something here. Kaz, what you got?
Gonna try to catch up with B-Fuzz in the hallway.
And when are you gonna climb up there as well and squeeze through the? Now, you've not been on the catwalk, but there's a reason for that. It's 5 foot wide.
Yeah, no, not gonna do that.
You're gonna try and run around.
Yeah.
Killy Dokely, Bumfuzzle, I think it's only up to you. The one that took the shot and ran ahead. What would you like to do?
Let's see here. Do doors typically take like a move action to open? Is that sort of the thing?
Correct. Move action open, move action close.
Well, I didn't take a move action to close this door before. Is the door in front of me still open?
Which one? This one down here?
Sort of to the south, yeah.
Well, you'd have to move down there to see.
Yeah, I would. I'll move there and open the door.
It is indeed closed.
All right, yeah, then I'll open the door, and I'm going to look around and see if Morgurbar's safe and not dead yet.
They are not there. You do not see her.
Wait, was she up in the
She's up in the rune drive room? Yeah.
Oh.
She's up in the Rune drive right now, and you're getting some like comm message from her. It's like, what's going on? Come here. Right, so it is just a moment later, and you guys can hear from beyond the hallway here, beyond the doors, the unmistakable slow winching sound of the elevator leading up to Upper Orelos. The only one that you know of that is still capable of going between the two levels. With that, I'm going to call us out of combat because as you get well, actually, you'd be able to get there in a couple more turns. But as soon as you do, Mulgorber will indeed come on comms and says, "What are you all doing? Are you chasing after that Aslanti?"
Shut up, Toby.
Why, I never.
I love it so much.
Yeah, no, I didn't quite want to go there with the voice, but after you mentioned it, it's like, well, now that's all I'm doing.
So Talara is going to say, I know a good way to lure him here. How about we start crafting some stuff? Act like we're not paying attention.
Nothing goes in Aslanti like crafting.
We cut to a scene of Evandrian sniffing the air. It's like, is that spell gems being crafted?
I smell melted UPBs.
Mulgorber will go on and be like, he's baiting you into some sort of trap. Stop playing this Aslanti's game. We got to keep gathering the rune drive data.
I agree. His guerrilla tactics are going to we're just going to have to deal with them until we can find a way to trap him somewhere.
Good point. No more monkeying around. Because it's like guerrilla tactics.
Yeah, we got it.
Yes, it was
Get it? It's like
They're in completely different branches of a similar family. That Evandrian guy is a huge Q word if you ask me, but he is dangerous if you underestimate him. He's been breathing down our necks all week long here, giving me the whirlies.
What's he trying to get out of you?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I had a real question. What's he trying to get out of you?
Well, he's here. He was seemingly poking his nose, and not even Oliviana seemed to like the guy. I don't know what his deal was, but he's one of those AG, one of those green armor wearing fools, and you don't mess with them.
We have killed a few Aeon God in our time. Although Evandrian does seem to be a cut above the rest, I think we will be able to handle him given the right opportunity.
Well, how about first you handle getting me some more data? This is the stuff you got from Field Stability is so good. I could use 1 or 2 more data sets to start a working theorem on how this rune drive works.
We need to gather up some resources, but we will set off for power dynamics in about 4 hours.
Oh my goodness, what a long period of time, but I do have a lot of data to crunch here, and I do want to take a snack break. So yeah, okay, that's fine.
Sounds good.
I'm glad you approve.
You have my blessing. Go right ahead. So you're crafting some summons?
Yeah, two spell gems, level 2 summon creatures.
And we talked about this. We're going to allow Nikithi to help out with this action in order to move that along a little bit. Now, Bumbles, you wanted to get one of these vehicles operational.
Yeah, if we're spending a couple hours, I believe he said it was about 2 to 4 hours worth of work to do this.
It's 1d4.
1d4. Okay.
If you succeed at the roll, I believe, and right. I kind of imagine you're going to probably nail this, but we'll see. So yeah, the vehicles, you found a couple around this level of the facility thus far. Make me an engineering check. Oh boy,
that's a 33.
Absolutely crushed it. Okay, yes. So you've got this in working order, and it only took you 2 hours to do.
All right, yeah.
And it is indeed almost like a go-kart. It's just like pop, 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 pop.
As you guys are like crafting and like finishing up, you're like, we did it. Look at these gems, and Bumfuzzle just comes rolling around the corner.
I mean, you've got a couple more hours, and there is another one of the the buggies. This is going to work like a exploration buggy from, I believe, the CRB.
He looks the biggest slug eyes, just like he's got spell gem components in his hands, and he's just like, please,
please, I need one.
I've never wanted something more in my life.
All right, I'm gonna go paint Nikithi on the other broken one, and I'm gonna see if I can fix that one up pretty quick.
It's like a backwards M.
Oh, 23.
Oh boy, DC 22. So nice. Well, let's see if you can get it in under the wire here. Oh no, it's gonna take 3 hours to get this one in working order, unless Nikithi's able to help out. Nikithi, are you gonna help this team building exercise?
You want to spend an hour helping me out?
If the GM allows it, then
I will allow it, because this might have little to no bearing on what happens this episode.
Engineering check to assist. That's an assist.
Great. Assisted. So you're splitting time between helping Talara with some gems and changing the oil on these things. Like I said, they do work as if they were exploration buggies. So a top speed of 15 feet per turn or 40 miles per hour. Like 14 HP. And if you were to hit someone with it, it does a max of 44 damage.
Ow.
Yeah, so minimum 4. But yeah, you guys can cart around. They can take a couple passengers in them, so you can move around in them if you want. For
all Nikithi's doing for 15 feet, that's not a big degrade from his normal move speed. So,
so you've got the land buggies. When you are done crafting, I believe you guys said next you wanted to head north in the facility, right?
Yep.
I did want to spend 10 minutes to move a fusion from one gun to the other, but that's just 10 minutes.
I think, yeah, with that. And did anyone else need to burn an RP? Like, Jibber, do you want to heal Bumfuzz?
I think I might just go ahead and top it out one more time. So, because I've got a few resolve to spare. So we'll.
Yeah. Do you have anything that takes resolve, like
not
abilities?
Really, no.
Yeah, it's some classes have a lot more to do with that. And others.
I think at like maybe later levels there are a few other things, but
great. So, next to the Bend Travel Lab to the north, is that where you guys would like to go?
I thought we were going to power dynamics. I've been saying power dynamics both in our intro and this entire time, so I apologize for the misinformation.
All right. Well, how about you re-record your thing when we get done here, and I pay attention next time.
All right, sounds good.
And,
so we're going to power dynamics, right?
Never cross me again, I swear.
I
will end you all.
I'm so sorry.
I stopped paying attention when you said exploration buggy.
Oh yeah, that's
Suddenly
all.
Bumfuzzle is really slow.
No, for
Bumfuzzle and Nikithi are just in a line.
Drive-by shooting. No, for real though, part of my plan with the scientists is if they had time, one of them was going to run away and get in the buggy and try and run someone over at like go-kart speeds. So it's the scene in Austin Powers where he's like, "Move, get out of the way!" He's like, "No!" And then, like, as soon as like he hit you guys, it's like, "Okay, and 7 damage." And you're like, "What?" It's like, "Yep." It pushes you out of the way. Yeah, but you all destroyed those scientists in like 2 rounds. So,
Scooty Puff forever.
Guess what? That's what happens. All right, so hand me your marching order by aligning yourselves, marching north in this area over here on the map.
And we're going north to where?
The Bend Travel Lab.
Bend Travel.
Alrighty, so you guys, it looks like got Bumfuzzle and Kaz up front, followed by a giant bear, and then Sedona, Talara, and then 5 feet behind Sedona, we have Idas, and then 5 foot behind the drone, Nikithi. Nikithi's like straight up like 30 foot at the back of this chamber. So you guys can indeed march up. Boop. Yeah. I was just going to move you all as a group, but I will show you what you see here, and there is a lot to describe. Entering this large laboratory, it looks like you're stepping into like a hangar bay as opposed to a smaller science lab, because you see these 2 huge rings on the eastern wall, 20 foot in diameter. They don't look like Stargates, but they are Stargate sized and circular. And there's a set of catwalks that run up each of these identical rings, as well as what looks like a tracked ramp leading upwards towards the north ring, and on that ramp you see evenly spaced arrows pointing toward it. And the southern ring has a similar setup with a ramp leading down from it, with the arrows pointing away. To the north, on the north track, there's a small pod, almost similar to the ones that you've been repairing for the last couple of hours, but a little smaller. Seems like a single-person escape pod with a sealable hatch. And in the middle of the room is a raised dais with computers on it spitting out beeps and boops. We see a couple of double doors to the far north with writing in Aslanti and Aklo, like warnings. And then, as soon as you guys walk into the room here, the two rings begin to hum with energy. Indeed, what seems to be some sort of a spatial distortion of some kind forms within the rings. Very similar, as you look at it, to the magical energy Talara puts off when summoning her Witch Warper abilities. It looks like a concave vortex forming on the north ring, a convex one on the south side. And as you walk in on whatever is happening here, two very small figures standing on the center dais, gray-skinned and large, probing black eyes, snap their necks with their heads at you in unison, staring daggers at you. You hear two voices telepathically call out at once.
Leave this place, interlopers. Our research will not be altered.
Wynn telepathically says back, "Wanna bet?"
We don't need to alter your work. We're just here to copy your work.
And he makes a big, like, bully thing. Like, maybe he picks his nose and hitches up his pants. Like he's a bully in school.
You have 3 seconds to leave, or you will face the consequences. The wrath of our psychic might.
Oh no, consequences. Whatever will we do?
Get the nerds!
Oh, it's initiative roll time, everyone.
Get the nerds.
Keithy's way back there. He's probably like, what's going on up there?
Who nerds? What nerds?
Who said something about nerds?
Is someone talking about me?
All your impressions are terrible.
That's not funny. Stop picking on me. I am going to tell the teacher.
I can't do your job for you.
Right, so before we jump into it, do you guys have any questions about the map or what you're looking at here?
I don't see anything.
Can we see a bigger picture of what these enemies look like?
Yeah.
I think they're gray.
Are they
Wait,
gray?
I just see black. Do y'all see inside the room?
Yeah.
Maybe reload Rebecca.
Okay.
It'd be very confusing.
I was gonna say, like,
shank.
are you gonna reveal anything, or?
They look like the grays.
It's like, oh, it looks exactly like what he described. They do indeed look like little gray men in, I mean, the art here is gray. It looks like they're just wearing, like, tinfoil suits. But,
they look like they're about to, like bust you in the middle of an alley for, like, your wallet.
Right. And also sing Whip It.
Yeah.
and maybe perform some light surgery.
Yeah, no. As they give their warning off, they pull out a couple of what look like almost X-Acto knives, terribly sharp-looking scalpels. And we're in combat.
Just a question about the terrain here. So these arrows, are those like conveyor belts, or are they just sort of like...
Nope. They're just ramps. They have a very, like almost a wheelchair ramp gradient up maybe like 5 feet or so. So no real difficult terrain, unless you're maybe jumping over it at the very ends here.
Or desks are a problem to you.
Yeah, or if desks are a problem, the ramps might be difficult. But but let's jump into it, because Bumfuzzle, you're first. Any other questions before you start your turn?
I think I'm good to go.
All right, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna go rough up a nerd. Let's see here. Wow. Yeah. I'm gonna run around to the back of this guy, and I'm gonna give him a non-lethal whack on the nog, on this big gray nog.
Non-lethal thwacking.
A non-lethal thwacking. And I'm going to I'm gonna pull out a big old magnet and try to pull that knife away from him. And then when he's sort of pulled to the side, I'm gonna whack him in the head with my pistol.
Hoo-hoo.
Hoo-hoo.
Pistol thwack.
Yeah, I'll do flat-footed. I'll be fine.
I wish I had a sound for like a wooden object hitting a watermelon.
For like whacking. Boy, howdy. My attack rolls, I swear. That's an 11 versus presumably flat-footed KC.
11 versus flat-footed KC is going to be a miss.
All right, yeah.
But the trick attack did go off because you rolled CR 8 or lower. It's like,
Yeah.
but no hit.
No bonuses for my good friends.
These nerds, they're not nerds at all.
No.
They're super buff under these TV suits.
Guys, run away. They're not nerds. They're jocks all along. Oh, no, those are Letterman jackets from space.
Next, we are on to Kaz. Drew.
Kaz is just going to sidle up alongside this dude right here.
The one that Bumfuzzle tried to hit.
Yes. Proclaiming, if you are with the Islanti, you are against us in Tropic Strike. Say 22 versus EAC
22 is going to be a hit.
for 18 points of damage.
Now, what kind of damage do we want?
Oh, should I go for acid, or you think these guys have acid resistance?
I would have no idea.
No clue.
We'll try some acid damage.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and also roll a D10 for me?
Oh no. Some sort of reflection.
That's something.
It's an 8.
All right, so acid damage, just straight acid.
Now I want to do 50-50.
Well, that's fine. So yeah, you do indeed land this hit, punching this nerd square in the jaw, and he's taking that damage. It doesn't seem like anything's stopping it. So not doing great. This one. How dare you beat up this small child? This weird probu alien child.
Don't let the drink deter you. These things are very, very evil creatures.
You don't know that. You don't have detect evil.
Tyler knows that.
You probably have a good inkling. Okay, let's see here. You can both make an attack of opportunity. Well, actually, no. This guy's going to withdraw. Pronk, you guys. He does not want to get beaten the heck up, so he's going to run towards the north side of the ring, kind of going towards the catwalk up on it. And the other one that he left behind, you can make an attack of opportunity, Kaz, because he's not going to withdraw. He's going to try and do an action.
In Tropic Strike, natural 20.
Oh, wow. Jeez Louise. No, Drew. What the heck? First off. Second off, thank you to our Patreon subscribers every time a critical hit comes through the door, including El Trooper Akata's shout out to Dave. Love you to Absalom Station and back. Drew, what do we want to do? Do we want a crit card here? Do you want to just take damage right off the top? You rolled pretty well on damage.
I did roll really well on damage. I think I'm just going to let that ride. No card this time.
What are we talking about damage wise here?
38 points of damage.
Oh my goodness, he's
Those are like
unconscious.
Those are like level 3 Alindra levels of damage.
Ow. Okay, so he's gonna move kind of behind his buddy, but as he does, you are obviously the threat here. He's bleeding profusely from bodily damage. So he's going to cast a spell on you, Drew. Give me a will save.
Oh no.
Yeah, how often can you roll 20s? Oh no.
It's 22.
Yeah, 19 on the dice. All right, so you have passed. Yes. We don't have to find out what he's doing. That is their turn, which brings us to Win.
All right, so Rin's going to pop up and kind of hide behind this giant...
It's like a huge
incubator?
tank.
Okay, tank.
Yeah, actually, you're tall enough. You can see down. There's like a glass top to this scientific chamber where all these wires are plugged into. We see what looks like some kind of decomposing corpse in there. What was that? Who's not me in there? Who's not me in their phone? Looking down in there, Miles Win sees some sort of disgusting, bloated, very large, decomposing corpse. So you've moved up towards the southern ring, and you feel like kind of like the suck of air coming from the north here. There's like wind whipping through these rings. What would you like to do as a standard?
I'm gonna put get him on the one Kaz just attacked.
Alrighty, get him! Oh, the one that he just attack of opportunity and nearly knocked out.
Yes.
Okay, great, good, wonderful.
Now, does this incubator or thing offer me any cover?
Yeah. From where you're standing, it looks like you've got cover from both of these little grays. It's maybe 7 foot tall. Okay, that is Wynn's turn. Going to Nikithi next.
Okay. I feel like so much has happened and I haven't even gone one time yet.
Maybe I should have withdrew with the other one as well.
Maybe. All right, Nikithi is going to charge up Idis's gun as his action and then give up his standard to Idis. Idis is going to move into the room. 30 feet. I believe no matter where I put her, though, the 2 grays are going to have some form of cover. I think either from the computer terminal or from the pod holding the decomposing body.
Yeah, what gun are you shooting?
I'm shooting a artillery laser, Patrick.
Okay, so range isn't an issue, but you've got some cover in between there. So which one do you want to fire at? The one with get 'em on it?
Yes, I feel like that makes perfect sense to me. Okay, let's go ahead and make that shot with a little bit of cover on. All right, 26 to hit.
My goodness, a 19 on the dice. That is a hit.
And 17 points of damage.
Ouch.
Are you flame resistant?
That one could very well be. I've forgotten another ability of both of these guys on that trick attack, though, or the attack of opportunity. I need both of Drew and Idis to roll a d10 for me. Could very much affect if this guy's alive or dead right now. So
I have rolled a 10.
Yeah, both of those go through. This one is as dead as can be. They have a concealment capability, both of these guys. Oh. Great. Super. That's fun. I named this one Gloopal, and his friend looking back at the ashes of his friend.
He looks
Gloopal now!
Looks like a puddle of Gloopal.
Gloopal! Do you want to move forward, Nikithi?
I can't. I ran out of actions.
Then we are on to... Actually, I think Sedona might go first just because she wants to move into the room. Drawn forward as soon as she sees these figures, one of which dies. But running away, she once more holds her head in her hands and kind of like falls to the ground shaking, as you have seen her done before now a few times over the last couple of weeks, as she seems to slip into a memory coma, and this time begins repeating over and over, Zolan, Zolan, Zolan. She's out of it. Seems to be her eyes kind of like roll over. Talara, bottom of the turn order here.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
So I can move into the room. I could potentially shoot at the other guy.
Yeah.
I don't know where I can go. I have 40 feet of movement, so I can get pretty far in here.
Everyone's super fast. You guys are all very fleet.
What?
Everyone
Oh,
except
not you.
Nikithi is very fleet.
Thank you.
Bye, Nikithi.
So moving up right behind Kaz.
Yeah, I think that's as far as I can go, and I'm going to shoot with my static arc pistol. I'm tempted to put it on stun. I mean, have we tried talking to these guys?
They psychically yelled at you, but that's about it.
Talara can't really tell the difference. They're scientists. Why did we let the other ones live? We're gonna kill these guys. So I'm gonna turn it to stun. That's a 23 to hit.
23 against EAC is going to be a hit.
Oh, good. That does 4 damage, and it's set to stun.
Okay, add a little bit more here. Go ahead and roll me a d10.
Right. 7.
Yeah, the damage goes through. Okay, That was only turn 1, if you believe it or not. Turn 2, Bumfuzzle, back to you.
I'm gonna run right up to the side of this guy. Sort of not. I can't quite get between him and the stairs, but I'm gonna come up and like lean on the stairs right as he's like reeling back from this laser blast to the chest. And
I'm going to have to stop you right there as you do, though. As you are moving closer to this northern ring, you get the sensation of this
York
device
peppermint patty.
Yeah, almost as good as that. But the sensation of the rushing wind around you, kind of the device tugging you easternly towards it, almost like a gravitational pull, but it feels like it's sucking your soul. I need to make a fortitude save.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, I thought this would be reflex. It is not.
It's not.
Oh, fortitude. What'd you get?
I got an 8.
And you're gonna let that stand then.
I've already used my reroll, so
I can give you a reroll once per day if you want me to use that. I mean, you're right next to a portal. I'm going to take my
chances. There's probably going to be nastier stuff there during the day.
Alrighty, so as you are indeed moving
Hit
right
me
up
with
to the
a fort fail, Patrick.
Yeah, it's as bad as it gets. The world around you, Bumfuzzle, explodes into a kaleidoscope of colors. So you feel the rush of energy around you. You're being pulled in all these different directions, and you move to where you thought you were going. As you close and open your eyes, you don't see the gray. And everyone else, you see Bumfuzzle just disappear from the middle of the room. Bumfuzzle, we're going to a different map here. Very similar looking map, but as you open your eyes, we're on our Roll20 map to the west. Your eyes open up and you see the world has gone kind of sepia tone, kind of gray and pale, drained of all, bright colors. And you're standing in the kind of same bend travel science chamber, but the rings behind you are dead. And everything has a very ethereal look to it, as if you can walk right through it. And indeed, as you kind of press your hand against the railing here, it passes through. And boy, oh boy, something doesn't seem right here. What would you like to do? You still have a standard, or at least the part of what would have been your trick attack.
So both of these rings look dead now, or
yeah.
I'm gonna walk over to this ring and just sort of stick my hand in it to see if something happens.
Buy a ring dinner first, why don't you?
Well,
Go ahead and make me a stealth check. A stealth check, because the hairs on the back of your neck, Bumfuzzle, they begin to stand up. You sense something off in this place. Something wrong.
Ooh, that'll be a 28.
Alrighty, pretty good. But will whatever is here notice? I've rolled a 10 on the dice. And you just hear over your shoulder what sounds like maybe Kaz shouting something, and you see what looks like ghosts moving where they were, the gray behind you as well. You see these very slight ethereal versions of them, but there's something else further on beyond the walls to the north, and you can hear it in your mind as it begins to whisper, as it has seen or felt your presence here as well. In Aklo, do you speak Aklo?
I do.
Oh boy, in Aklo you hear,
"You cannot come to this place without paying a toll in flesh."
Oh no, the troll toll!
You've gone through the bridge.
Goblin's hole.
You've gone through the bridge, and something here is chatting you up. You can just see it through the walls of smoke here. It looks like a very large, bulbous creature, perhaps 12 foot tall, floating in the air. It looks kind of like a fleshy pink sack of snot-covered eyes and tentacles and pimples. And it does indeed seem to be staring in your direction.
So it's a teenage monster.
That's going to do it for Bumfuzzle this turn. And next is Drew. Drew, Bumfuzzle has disappeared.
Okay. Do I notice that Bumfuzzle disappeared, and do I notice the circumstances of his disappearance?
I mean, you just saw him walk up behind the gray and then like wink out of existence.
Is there any check I can roll to maybe see where he went?
Well, normally perception, but I can tell you that is not going to do it here. So,
all right. Well, still gonna go and kill this other guy then.
I should say, if you want to make an engineering or mysticism check, you can potentially tell what these vortices, these vortexes, are doing.
I'll roll mysticism.
You got ranks in it?
I do.
Oh,
but not gonna do it with a natural 1. So
it's probably an engineering thing and not magic with your 7 roll. Right. So, what would you like? What would you like to do?
I am just gonna move, and I can't get that close to him. I'm gonna have to double move to see if I can block him from getting on this catwalk.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that will provoke from him.
Oh, go right ahead.
So we're going to do that first. We're going to do the provoked attack. Bingo, bango. What is your KAC?
My KAC is 19, but I have mobility, so that would be a 23.
23. I've rolled a 13 on the dice. That is just a miss. Yes. Just a miss from his hand kind of reaches out in your direction. So double and moving up there, I will require that. I believe I'm going to have to make you make the same fortitude save.
Oh no. Let's see what happens.
Make me that fort save.
That's a 20 fort save.
Okay. Good times indeed. Everyone else here also sees Kaz disappear as if snuffed out of existence.
Oh, good.
But good news. We've got a friend now, Bumfuzzle, in this nether realm.
Oh, hi, Cass. How you doing, bud? There's a big old ghouly blobby boy, right?
Yeah, it's kind of, you're closer to this thing now. Let's give you a good look, and I'll let everyone see it on the map here.
Oh, what the prunk is that thing?
It is indeed large, is bulbous, pinkish, floating sack, and it's about 12 foot in diameter, 12 foot tall. And it kind of looks, like out of phase almost. And Drew, you still have a stand? No, you double moved, right? Over there?
Yeah, I double moved.
Okay. All right, so that's Bumfuzzle and Kaz basically out of commission here. I'm going to do some secret GM rolls, and we'll see what there is to see. Okay, that is the worst case scenario, and not so bad. Oakley dokley, and we are going back to, I've got a single gray still here, and in the room with him is Talara, Wynn, Seduna, and Idis way in the back there. Let's see. He's hurting, but he's not hurting that much. Still wants to avenge his friend Gloople. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this one more time. When can you make me a will save?
Certainly try.
Don't roll a 19 like Drew did, and that'd be dope. That'd be great.
Oh, okay. I did not. I rolled a 9.
Oh no,
Miles, thank you so much. Are you okay letting that stand and riding with some consequences?
Yeah.
Excellent. This is a 10-foot burst, but it's only going to affect one living creature within it as you fall into a magical sleep. Getting the asleep condition, you see the bear teeter-totter and fall down. Cutting logs, I guess. Snoring, maybe talking a little bit.
This is no time to hibernate.
you're in a different world.
You're not even there. Shut up.
So now, if we're keeping track, there's the gray in this single chamber, and Talara, Sedona, and Idis. It's Wynn's turn right now, but Wynn is asleep. Actually, the gray is going to kind of move up the catwalk as well. So Nikithi is next. Tyler.
Nikithi's going to get on comms and say, Kaz, Bumfuzzle, can you hear me? Where have you gone?
There is zero response from them.
Okay, then he's going to double move over to this computer bank.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna start trying to access all the information and figure out what he can do to get this machine working. But that will have to wait till next turn. Idis is still around, so I could shoot when awake, but I think I'm just gonna try and shoot the gray.
Okay, with Idis.
Yep, the regular shot. And 10 on the dice for a 17 against EAC.
17 against EAC. Unfortunately, there is some cover for this one, so that is going to be a miss. Very close to a hit, but a miss. Now that they're up on that railing, bringing us to Talara.
All right, Talara is going to come up on this dais with Nikithi at the computer, and she's going to say, "Hey, Slugger, maybe between your science knowledge and my magic knowledge, we can figure out where our friends went. And can I use mysticism to try to figure out what's going on?"
Yes, it does seem, like I said, like it looks kind of like your magic.
That's a 27.
That is not enough to tell exactly what you're doing, but you're pretty sure it is some kind of conjuration abilities. Maybe they were teleported elsewhere, but not sure exactly what it does. There's a computer set in front of you on this dais. Do you want to try your hands at what would you like to do?
Do I have to be trained? Can I just bang on the keyboard?
Unfortunately, yes. I mean, unless you want to try and destroy it.
No, I'm not going to try using the computer because I will definitely break it. I will, however, take a shot at the gray. My static arc pistol is still set to stun. That's a natural 20.
Ooh! Hey, a hit. And what do we want to do? We want to do some damage? We want to get a card?
Well, I was trying to just knock him out, but
stun damage.
I guess we'll just do the regular
second crit.
We can take a card. Let's do a card.
First, a shout
Arc
out
2 isn't going to do any good. Nobody's around, so.
Yeah. Shout out to Jason Klein, and they say from our friend Paul F. Thank you guys for supporting us on Patreon. I've grabbed the critical fumble deck. I don't think you want that. Let's roll up a card. And this is an energy attack called Penetrating Wounds. The attack ignores energy resistance and treats energy immunity as resistance 30. Nothing on the extreme blow. I hope this ability goes through and this damage, but as always, these guys, I need you to roll a d10 for me. And boy, oh boy, if you want to roll low, that'd be awesome. No.
That's a 7.
Okay, what are we talking about in damage here?
So that's going to do 11 damage.
6
right?
plus. Yep. All right, he's still up, but he's bloodied at this point. Taking a couple shots from you alone, right?
Yeah, he has.
Yikes.
Look at Talara doing some good.
I think we found
Bumfuzzle and Kaz.
I think we found the new target for this this alien. But first, we have in the real world, as I should call it, another fun friend who's going to come and join the party. That of the rest of you get to see this giant bulbous blob walking through the northern doors, kind of almost phasing right through them, making like these crazy kind of like psychic screams in your direction. And in the nether realm, as it were, in this other place where Kaz and Bumfuzzle find themselves amongst the shadows and the smoky effects of a world. This one's going to move through as well, and we're going to get about 10 feet away from a Kaz, and it's going to send a tentacle out your way. Drew, what's your KAC against this guy?
19.
All right, so I've rolled a 4 on the dice. This is a hit.
Ooh.
And
That no good.
So a D6 on the damage dice. Minimum damage. So this is 15 points of cold damage.
I don't like you or the monster that you created.
Well, this is a Paizo original. Oakley Dokley, that is going to be its turn. It's joined the initiative turn order, and yeah, all the rest of you that are awake and conscious in the other room with the gray. Talara and Nikithi, you see this thing as well, just kind of flailing its arms in the middle of the room. Oakley dokley, and that's going to do it for turn 2. Bumfuzzle, we're back to you.
All right. Can I make a knowledge check of some sort to figure out what this is?
Yes, I believe this is going to be a mysticism check.
All right, here we go.
This is a big Bumfuzzle skill.
Not a big one. Got some ranks, but 17.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is life science. Oh. Feel free to keep the roll. What is your bonus to life science? Is it better?
That would be 18 on life science.
All right, so not too different, but that is not going to be enough to figure out what this thing is. It is, suffice to say, weird. This floating sack of pink eyes and tentacles. What does Bumfuzzle want to do? It is just slashed out with the tentacle at your buddy Kaz.
I'm going to pull out a little box. It's got a handle on it, and I'm going to slide it under this thing, and then I'm going to stomp on a pedal and shoot it with my gun, and I say,
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Okay.
Let's see. Somehow I think bleed isn't going to be a great thing for a semi-corporeal see-through monster.
Pink bag.
I don't know. A bag sounds pretty good for bleed, but
your other options, of course, are to give it flat-footed for Kaz here, or off target.
I'm gonna go flat-footed. Actually, I'm gonna stick with the good old standby. 19 against flat-footed EAC.
Against flat-footed EAC is a hit.
Whew, okay. That'll be 20 points of damage. And that sucker is flat-footed.
Flat-footed. What kind of damage are you doing here?
This is a sonic damage.
Okay. So it does seem to cause, its bulbous sacs on the side you hit it on to shake and shatter, and you see some wounds forming here on that side. First damage on this creature. Okay, Kaz, on to you.
All right, so I am going to try that mysticism check.
Everyone wants to figure out what this thing is.
Or is it life science, you said?
Life science.
It's worse.
This is an aberration of some sort.
13, that's not going to do anything.
No, based on this one's going to be a 15.
All right, so I'm going to move up and punch it with my fists. An entropic strike.
Okay, it is flat-footed to your attacks.
It's going to be a 20 versus flat-footed EAC.
That is a hit. What kind of damage are you doing?
Let's do... this seems like it exists in another world, and acid might not be good against it. But I worry about that every time.
I will say you were hit with cold damage, just a reminder from its tentacle here.
So we're going to do 50-50. We're going to do half bludgeoning, half acid for 18 points of damage.
Okay, so 9 and 9?
Yes.
Something about that. It does hit a little bit harder, it seems. You're not sure what it was, though. Bludgeoning or acid. One of those is really good. Okay, it has taken some damage. It is still fighting strong, and now it seems very angry. Let's go back to the Greys, back in the other room. The Grey, singular, I should say, who sees this giant pink alien run into the middle of the room and kind of like curses psychically. It's like, no! And is still unhappy at our good friend Talara for critting it. Is going to, let's see, you're behind a little bit of cover from where it's going to shoot from, but it's going to try and shoot in your direction. Looks like a needle flying through the air at you. 12 on the dice. What is your KC, Rebecca?
18.
An 18, a 20 with your bit of cover behind the computer console. That is a hit, unfortunately. Very unfortunately. Damage coming at you for max damage. 8 points of damage, and I need you to make a fortitude save.
Hold on, what kind of damage?
This is piercing. It's a needle.
Oh, man. I was hoping for cold. Okay. So 8 damage.
Join us on the other side, Talara.
Have fun. Come on over.
And you said what? Fortitude?
A fortitude save, and immediately you take 4 more points of damage.
All right, that's a 9.
And I feel like I've been asking this all episode, but letting that 9 roll, letting it go through. You feel your shoulder where you're stabbed by this thing going numb.
Oh gosh. No, I am going to grant myself a re-roll. I think. I just have to decide how I want to do it.
With a Witch Warper capability, or you have a single book reroll that I will allow.
Yeah, I think I will. I could use Thwart ability, which would grant me a +2 bonus to my next roll.
Okay, so you get to re-roll it, and you get a +2.
Yeah, it cost me an RP though.
Right. You're down 3 RP, correct?
I am.
So we're playing with fire at this point.
I know. I wish I were because I have resistance to fire, but
we're playing with metaphorical fire.
Let's see. I don't think Talara would let that go through.
Okay.
However,
You've got
am
the
going
capabilities of stopping it.
Yeah, I have multiple ways to do it. I just have to decide which way to do it.
Got magic that could rewrite the underlying kind of code of the universe and make it so instead that needle goes into Nikithi. Like there's another universe where Nikithi is.
That's a terrible idea. I don't think Talara would do that.
All right, so you're using some kind of ability, a reroll.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use Thwart ability. It costs me an RP, but it does give me a +2 bonus to my reroll.
Now your fort bonus is +4, so now we're talking +6.
Yes.
Correct? All right, make that roll.
So that's an 18.
Oh, that'll do.
Yes.
You have saved against pretty nasty poison.
Oh, good.
But still, you have taken from the hit 8 points, and from the poison, save or fail 4 points. So that was 12 points of damage in total.
Okay.
That is gonna be their whole turn. Do they have anything they can pull out? No. Okay. That is going to take us to a sleeping Wynn, who no one has woken up yet. Then Nikithi.
Okay. I'm sorry, Patrick. Sedona is on her side. Is she unconscious? Oh, right. Yep.
Oh, yeah. She is geeking out completely.
That's right. Okay. Nikithi wants to figure out how to turn on this machine.
Mm-hmm. So it's going to take a standard action and a computer's check. Now, it is on and running currently.
Cool. I want to get the. I mean, we knew the portals were active at some point. Mm-hmm. And I essentially just want to get access to it. Try to turn the portals back on.
Oh no, they're still running. The ones that you see here seem to be just fine. Yeah.
Okay, then
you want to try to turn them off?
Yeah. I mean, Nikithi, I'm just trying to logic this out. Nikithi thinks that these machines are somehow responsible for wherever Bumfuzzle and Kaz are.
Why don't you make me an engineering check, and I can tell you if you know exactly that.
Okay. 29? That's probably not going to do it.
No, with Talara's information about being some kind of teleportation or conjuration magic working with it, it does, from what you have devised here, seem to be, they're trying to make a portal of some sort, and that's what these 2 rings are for, an entrance and an exit. But yeah, something doesn't seem to work exactly how it's supposed to. At least, Bumfuzzle and Kaz have not come back. So
essentially, I'm trying to make a computer's check to solve the problem of Ben travel in like 6 seconds.
It is an astronomically high computer's check. Go ahead and make that for me.
Oh, goody.
No pressure.
Really use a 20 right here. I got a 5. We're going to try again next time, fam.
Actually, so if you want to just turn these machines off, you can with this is only DC 15. Is that something you want to do? Hit the giant stop button?
No.
Okay.
I want to because I think that would be counterproductive to trying to get Kaz and Bumfuzzle back.
Okay.
So.
Move action, itis action?
Itis action. I'm so sorry, Miles. I'm going to shoot you.
Okay, I don't know if that's gonna help.
Well, I gotta wake him up somehow.
Well, this is not.
You are dumb.
It's not regular sleep.
Okay, can I make some kind of...
I thought it was Adros that had...
I don't know. Do you know?
I thought it was Adros that had the intelligence of 8.
No, I imagine getting shot will probably wake up someone from this magical slumber. It's got to, actually do damage. So if there's if done damage reduction or energy resistance was a factor that might play in, but you're shooting Win with items.
He's got to wake up.
All right, make that attack roll. He's helpless on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm gonna hit him. I don't think he has any fire resistance whatsoever, so it's gonna hurt.
Well, we'll see what the dice say about you hitting him.
Yeah.
Wow.
No. Who's useless again, Tyler?
What'd you get on the dice, Tyler?
I rolled a 5, so I have a 12.
Okay, so with a helpless creature, let's see. They are treated as having a dex of 0, so we're going to subtract that right away. What's your K or EAC normal, Miles?
My EAC is 23. Oh, 21.
Damn.
It's big. I forgot you got that new armor.
Yeah, that's a... Oh, boy, I was about to say, no, it's still a hit, but you get no bonus for range attacks against helpless creatures, so...
That's lame. I thought he would... It's so...
12 on the dice, yeah, it just...
It's my fault. It's my fault for rolling.
You shoot him in the butt with the artillery laser, and, Win rolls over and scratches his belly. Nothing. Wow, okay.
Well,
I thought Win was getting back in this, but...
a try's a try.
Laura, Rebecca.
Yeah, Talara just gives an exasperated look at Nikithi as she jump jets over to Win. Can I use mysticism to see what is wrong with him? Is there a magic spell on him or something?
You saw the gray kind of casting some kind of psychic magic, something mind affecting in Win's direction. Make me a mysticism check.
It's a 28.
This is the spell Deep Slumber. It does, in fact, last minutes per level, this sleep spell. So normal sound's not going to get them up, but you can take a standard action to, basically kick Win until they're able to get back into it.
Okay, and remove condition lesser wouldn't work because it's not shaken, sickened, or staggered, right?
Oh, no. It's the condition asleep. You can just use a standard action, which you have if you want.
Yep, I'm just gonna scream at him and kick him a whole bunch of times.
Yeah, the screaming does nothing, but the kicking eventually, when you are able to open your eyes, so you will act next turn. But before the end of turn 3 here, we've got a giant pink tentacle sack monster. And let's see, Bumfuzzle did some damage. Kaz did some damage, and Kaz just did a little bit more. So, and Bumfuzzle also, you shot at this creature and are about 15 feet away. So it looks like 2 attacks are coming to Kaz right now.
Oh, good.
This fun alien with the multi-attack capability. 12 on one dice, 16 on the other. These are 2 hits. Both hits. Yeah.
Including my entropy point to make my EAC and KAC 20.
Yeah.
That's what I was so afraid of.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so let's get a couple D6 rolling here. Cold damage. 9 on 2D6 in total. Boy, 37 points of cold damage.
Ooh, at the same time?
All at once. And we are back to the top of the turn order, and Bumfuzzle, as soon as you begin taking your action, imagine some kind of very ingenious trick attack. Mm-hmm. You once again kaleidoscope through what seems like a temporal rift, and you are back in the room. You still have this creature in front of you, but it's going to spit you out actually closer to Nikithi. Closer to Wynn on the other side of the room. You see Wynn on the ground, waking up, Talara kicking him viciously. Sedona is unconscious, and you see this giant bulbous sac creature on the north side of the room. But you've exited out what looks like the southern ring, and it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to, as Wynn is starting to wake up, I'm going to take advantage of his big, bulbous, bare body, and I'm going to spray some quick set foam on top of him, and then sort of brace my gun on top of that, and then aim across, and use Wynn's big old head as a to stabilize my shot. Yeah.
Hashtag Wynn is a shelf.
Hashtag Wynn shelf. And then I shoot him with my gun.
Shoot who?
The goo monster.
Goo monster. Okay, we still got a gray in this world on top of
Oh,
Catwalk
right.
as
I
well.
forgot about that. Yeah.
But this guy's pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
Creature. All right, go ahead and make your trick attack.
All right. And this time I'm going to try bleed against this.
Okay.
All right. Ooh, that will be a 23 against flat-footed EAC.
I'm sorry, I didn't get to see what is your trick attack.
CR 19 or lower.
Oh, you think you're just going to assume that's going to be enough? Yeah, so only because it's flat-footed is that a hit. Lots of trick attack damage, including some bleed, right?
Yes.
All right.
So that'll be 23 points of sonic damage and then 6 bleed on that thing.
20. How much?
23.
Going back to our good friend here on the podcast, long form math. Not pulling the calculator out yet.
Carry the 2.
Okay. And yeah, you do indeed see this shot open up a massive wound in its side, maybe the opposite side you shot at before, and pink goop, some like goo. If we're going back to the Ghostbusters reference, the slime from the sequel starts pouring out of this thing, and yeah, it starts like wailing around, and it looks like it's just like taking all the Christian out of Cads in this other world.
Oh no! And then I pull that quick phone off of Wynn's head. I toss it to the side. So
already, Kaz, we're back to you, Drew.
So Kaz is going to punch it twice because he doesn't know what else to do. Because
Kaz, you're alone here now. Bumfuzzle disappeared.
I have always been alone. Not really. I've had a bunch of friends and a bunch of teammates.
I've walked in the smoke and the flames forever by myself.
I've walked a lonely road, the road that I've only ever known. I hope that's the right lyrics.
That's not
close enough for this podcast. Go ahead and double attack. Are you sure? Are you sure? Sure.
I'm always sure.
All right. Let's at least say, please don't crit me.
That's a 17 to hit EAC.
That is a miss. All right. First one, 10 on the dice. Let's see if you can get a little better than that.
Oh no.
Oh,
oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh no, that's no good. That's no good.
A 1 on the dice. That's going to be a crit fail, my friend. Why did I not save my pick a card until right now? Wasted on Bumfuzzle last week. You want the Paizo deck or our friendly Crittermander deck?
Oh gosh. See, I know if I choose our deck, it's going to be a JJJ monstrosity. So I'm going to choose the Paizo deck.
Shout out to JJJ, who's claimed his stuff in our Discord.
JJJ, who made himself known this week as we record.
He's a great guy. Chat with him a little bit via our fan Crittermander Discord, and he was nice enough to come in and harass you guys. So those are my BS. So thank you very much for being a good sport. This is I'll let you choose before I even look at the card. Do you want this to count as a energy attack or a kinetic attack? You did both damage last turn. So
I will do an energy attack.
When did he come in? Because I don't remember.
Oh, you missed him fun times. So, all right, energy attack. This one is called Good as New. Any attack made with your weapon is a critical fumble on a natural 1 or 2 until the weapon is repaired with a successful engineering check. Doesn't really do anything. No weapons here. But good news, there's an extreme blow, extreme melee, which will count. Your weapon lodges an adjacent surface requiring a DC 20 strength check to free it. Now, I don't think there's really a lot nearby here to get your fists caught in, but I think you got your fist stuck in this thing's side for sure. For sure. And I don't think that will have much effect on you besides you're not going to be able to get away from this thing until you make that strength check. Nothing like entangled or grappled or anything, but yeah, you punch into it where a wound seems to have appeared out of nowhere that is bleeding profusely, and now you're gooped inside of this creepy creature. 2 misses from Drew. We are back into the other realm here.
Do I need to make the strength check now?
No, the strength check. We'll call it a move action to do your weapon. Right. It requires a successful strength check to free yourself. You can still attack though if you want. Just not going to be able to move away from this thing. The Grey's turn. I've got a couple of targets here. It actually is going to see Bumfuzzle really mess up this creature and then psychically scream in your direction. No. The Grey is going to take a shot at you. You've got some cover behind your bear, some soft cover, your bear shelf that you made. Actually, he'll move forward to get a okay shot. So the Grey is going to walk down the catwalk in your direction, Bumfuzzle, and fire a needle in your direction. 18 on the dice. That is going to be a hit for max damage again. Now this is 8 points from the needle, piercing. I guess it goes right through the bubble helmet and like lodges into your ear. You've got a nice piercing now. Jabert, you also take 4 points of poison damage, and I need you to make that fortitude save.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Fort saves 22.
Hey, 16 on the dice. That is a pass, but you have taken in total, same as Talara, max damage, 12 points of damage. And next is Win. Win, you're back up.
All right.
You are for some reason on your back, and Talara's kicking you in the side.
So, I'm gonna move just a little bit, so I'm 10 feet in front of the Grey. And
So you can attack it where you're from, but you're not holding anything. Like when you fall unconscious, you drop weapons.
right, well, I'll pick up my weapon.
That's a move action.
And then I'm gonna stab the Grey.
Oh boy!
Do you have to stand up, or is that
You can attack from down below, mind you.
That's a 21
That is a hit.
for 12 points of damage.
Okay, that one is dead. Great.
Yes. All right.
Really wanted to get that poison off. I hate you guys. Oh boy.
As a special ground kill.
Yeah. Mark it in the books. So the Greys are out of this combat. Nikithi, we're on to you.
Let's make another computer check, see what we can learn.
So you're not going to learn anything else. It seems like this thing is just running its course through a pre-programmed kind of experiment that seems to be running. The main option you have here is to pull the plug, as it were.
Can you?
I won't do that. I'll just shoot the blob.
Already.
Patrick, can you rotate my character back?
You want to stand up? That takes a move action.
Yeah. Right.
But we'll remember you're on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 3 5s in a row. Just skip me.
It's not coming up in Roll20 yet, but is this Idas shooting?
Yeah.
Okay. Talara, we're on to you. When is up and stabbing again?
All right, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to. Can I step through where the Grey was a second ago?
Potentially, yeah.
Okay.
Walk on over to that side.
Yeah, this is a really bad idea, but I am going to walk over here as far away as I can and still be in range and use overheat.
No, you're not. You're going to give me a fortitude save.
Oh, great. Okay. Oh, that's an 11.
Right. Well, good news, bad news. What would you like first?
Give me the bad news first.
All right. Bad news is you are now in a smoke dimension of etherealness. But the good news is you've got Kaz here. It's going to save your life, I'm sure. But the even better news is your move action will take you through this portal, Stargate effect as lights surround you, and you do still have your standard, so you can get an overheat off.
Oh, good. Hopefully there is enough heat in this dimension to throw it at this enemy.
Mm-hmm.
And that does 2d8 fire damage.
Okay, and I'm going to make a reflex save. Oh boy! All right,
wow.
I've rolled a 16 on the dice, so I've saved. But what you got on damage?
So it would normally be 8, so you take 4.
Okay, 4.
That's fire.
4 points. Okay. Yeah, it's not looking too good now. It's gotten a couple of bumfootle shots, a Kaz punch. It's been burnt, but it is still alive after all of that. And
is it bleeding on its turn?
On its turn, it is taking that 7 points damage.
6 points.
Oh, get one back here. Okay, 6 points of damage. And on its turn, it does have another target in Talara. Actually, I know what it's going to do because it says it right in the description for this monster. You see it begin with your hand like stuck inside of it. Kaz, it starts vibrating, and you guys see this in both sides of this room, the regular dimension and this kind of ethereal plane version of it. It's vibrating to the point where you see 2 of this creature, and then like the 2 images are shaking, David Lynch style, and form into one that is vibrating so quickly it seems hard to like peg down where it is. But one thing you can see on this painfully fast vibrating form, especially Talara and Kaz, you can see the wounds start to heal up on its side. It's a fun ability called planar melding. And I'm just going to roll a bunch of d6 and hope I roll pretty well. Oops. Okay, I've rolled 1 out of time here. I meant to roll all of them at once. I've rolled a 2 on 1. Oh, those are d20.
Oh, gosh.
Let's get d6 inside. Okay, I've rolled 29 on 86. And indeed, you see the wounds start healing up. Okay, and that is going to be its turn. It does, like I said, seem a little out of sync here. Bumfuzzle, back to you.
Alrighty. Let's see. I'm gonna throw out a couple of tiny turrets, and they're going to point sort of at the guy, and then they're going to point towards each other a little bit. And they're these little plasma beams come out, and they cross the streams, and they sort of spin around a little bit, and they shoot up at this thing. And
you never want to cross the streams.
I mean, except when you're fighting the big bad
dimensional monster.
Yeah. And we're gonna go for flat-footed. We're gonna try to slow this fool down a little bit. That would be. I think we've determined it's a CR 19 or lower.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Ouch.
And so that'll be an 18 versus flat-footed EAC.
18 flat-footed EAC from where you're firing from. That is going to be a miss.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's getting that cover. Gotta get all up in its grill. Okay, that is going to take us on to Kaz. Kaz not doing great. Hand stuck in its goop. Do you want to spend the time to try and take yourself out, or is it punch-o-matic o'clock?
The funny thing is, I have 2 hands, so
you're just going to get the other one stuck in there? I swear, I'm going to take that same crit card if you roll another one.
We're going to make 2 attacks and drop strike the first.
Oh, goodness gracious. Please don't. Anywhere.
I've never won.
High. The opposite side of those dice that you rolled last time.
That's 18 to hit EAC.
An 18 to hit. It's EAC adjusted. That is a miss.
No, I adjusted it before that. So
yeah, no, oh yeah, with your -4. Yeah, that's still a miss. This is one of the most dangerous things you guys have fought thus far.
It's only -3 with my multi-weapon fighting.
Okay, pretty good. But you're going to have to roll higher than an 11, it looks like. You rolled a 10 last turn, still missed. What you got on this second attack?
23 to hit.
Now that's going to do it.
15 points of damage.
What do we want to do? What's the split here, Drew? We want to try for one or the other.
So one did way more than the other last time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think I'm going to play it safe, do 50-50.
Okay, so it is a little bit more damage here. So it's about 7. Well, actually, you're going to have to split the difference. One is going to be 8 damage, bludgeoning or acid, and the other 7. Which one do you want to?
We'll do 8 acid, 7 bludgeoning.
Okay, all right, and that's going to take us to Win, back to the other side.
Right. So Win's going to get up, obviously. And, I don't want to do anything too now. I'm going to put get him on the blob.
The blob. And do you want to stand up?
Yeah, I said that.
Stand up and then, okay, so and then get him as a standard. So yeah, you can see over this tank where now that you're looking down again at the corpse inside of this box in front of you, it looks like the decaying corpse of this creature, of a similar creature. So you see tentacles and eyeballs and other gross stuff in there. That's right here in the center of this room, and it seems to be powering or somehow linked to these 2 rings.
Is there a switch that I can turn off?
And at the main computer console there is, which brings us back to Nikithi.
So I'm gonna mentally or telepathically deliver that message to Nikithi of what I'm seeing in this tank.
Already, yeah. You see, like I said, basically the same creature that is before you. Tyler, what do you want to do?
But
back to you.
So is Win also communicating that he thinks that we should turn it off?
Yes.
He's the captain. Off it goes.
All right, so this is going. It is going to be a standard action. You've already made the computer's check, but you're just yanking wires and smashing buttons. As soon as you do that, Kaz, you're back, as well as Talara over here.
Aha! Win fixes everything.
But you are no longer on top of this creature. You're exiting out that southern ramp as well. Way over here. But
no longer stuck, I'm assuming.
No longer stuck. Yeah, your hand is just covered in goop.
You're welcome.
But yes, you guys are all back. You're now huddled behind Captain Win. Do you have an itis action, Nikithi?
Can I life science this creature? I have yet to do that, and I am the best at life science.
Please do. Now that we're halfway through this fight, see if you got some info.
I mean, I've rolled very poorly today, but a 31 is not bad.
Oh no, it is not. That is enough to get one piece of information, but I can tell you this is an aberration known as a twin soul. A twin soul. What would you like to know about it?
I think Nikithi is kind of scared of this thing and wants it to die immediately. So do I have to choose between resistances and weakness, or do those both come in the same packet of information? I can't remember.
No, you can have weaknesses or defensive abilities.
Let's see if it's weak to anything.
It has a special ability under weaknesses called Ethereal Vulnerability. And this one is what has been given a little more damage. The Twin Soul takes half again as much damage, plus 50% from kinetic attacks against its ethereal form, originating on the ethereal plane where Kaz and Talara just were. Takes half again as much damage from force effects as well.
Oh, when it's in the ethereal plane.
I think that's anywhere.
Oh, okay, cool.
Doesn't say just ethereal, but when you're in the other realm, that was taking that bludgeoning damage is to be kinetic.
Dang it!
But that's over now. What else would you like to do, Nikithi? Anything?
Yeah, let's have Ida shoot at it just for kicks and giggles, and we're gonna add in that get 'em. But I'm going to roll a 6. I've improved 1 over my norm.
Talara, you're back, and you're on the southern ramp out of the gate. You hear the rings powering down. You've been teleported for about 3 seconds, and now you're back. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm tempted to go back where I was and use overheat again. Nobody's there, so...
Yeah. You can tell that the rings don't seem to be active now. Like the vortex of energy has dissipated there completely.
Right, so there's no danger. There's nobody for me to hit accidentally. I'm just going to put myself in harm's way for no good reason. Talara's got to be the hero.
Does she?
I mean, it's a little out of character for her, but nobody else is up here, so... okay, so 2d8.
Moving 15 feet away from this thing, it is not getting that attack of opportunity, and very low damage said.
Yeah, that only does 4.
Well, I can tell you it's only doing 2.
Oh, lame.
I've made the reflex save. Okay, but every little bit of damage is going to help here. It is now its turn, and Talara is the closest to this thing. Ooh, boy. So I think it's going to just move forward against her, and is going to make a single tentacle attack. Tentacle coming at Talara. 18 on the dice is a hit. Bow, 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 bow. Maximum damage on this tentacle attack. 20 points of bludgeoning damage. Bludgeoning damage this time around. That is going to be
20 is what you said?
Full 20. We're back to the top of the turn 5, Bumfuzzle.
All right.
The bleed damage seems to be gone.
Yeah. I was when I saw it heal up, I had noticed it healed up that big gooshing hole in its side.
Yeah. It's like Kaz plugged up. That's the headcanon I'm going for.
Right. Let's see here.
Still has get 'em on it.
All right. So I'm going to run around to the back of this guy. And as I'm running, I'm going to pull the salt out of my bag that I've been saving to counter Nikithi should he ever turn on me. And as I run past, I fling it up into this big jelly monster. Even if it's not really a jelly monster, I'm hoping it'll at least distract it temporarily.
Now, you do not provoke from targets of your trick attack. Is that correct? Because you were moving through several squares. Is that no matter what, or is that if you hit the trick?
No, that's just like if they're the target of my trick attack.
Gotcha. That's what I thought. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
All right, let's get this trick attack going.
Pistol whipping. We're going flat-footed.
Good.
CR5 or lower.
Oh no, sir.
Nope. And the attack is 16 versus KAC.
Oh no, indeed. That is a miss. And now we are back to Kaz. True.
All right. Can I stand on top of whatever this is?
Yes, this chamber, this tank that seems, as Wynn has said, to hold a dead member of this twin soul creature species. You can indeed. You jump jetting up.
Yeah, just gonna jump jet up there, and I'm gonna punch it with my fists in Tropic Strike. Actually, Bumfuzzle, did you attack with melee or with ranged?
Melee. Always threaten with my gun.
I'm gonna instead jump here so that I can be flanking. Sorry.
Well,
I wasn't gonna say anything, but I'm glad you caught it.
Don't worry about it because it has eyes on every side of its body. It is unflankable.
Oh,
darn.
No.
Yeah. Try not to get your hopes up before you attack. Make that single attack. Oh no, Drew. Oh no. Another natural one.
Oh no, you're going to get your hand stuck again.
Oh, no. I was about to say, if it was last time, we would. You went for the card last time. Do you want to go for the cards again?
I'm going for the card again. The Paizo deck.
A 1 in 52 chance it's the exact same card. Let's try to give it a good shuffle. Okay. Energy or kinetic?
Energy
attack. Oh no, that's not a good one. All right, no extreme blow, but don't look down the barrel of this energy attack. You are dazed for 1 round.
Ooh.
Dazed as per the condition, so next turn, basically it can do nothing. Whoa. Do not need to get your frontliner sidelined. Wynn, we are back to you. You're standing up. What would you like to do?
All right, so I'm going to move right behind Talara.
Mm-hmm. Now that will provoke an attack of opportunity from this thing. Is that something you want to do?
Yeah, okay.
All right, moving behind to Talara, and it's going to whip out with a tentacle. A 10 on the dice is going to be hit, so bludgeoning damage coming your way. 19 points of bludgeoning. You are right behind it, though. You've got your standard. What would you like to do?
I'm going to stab it with my trident.
All right. Get him is still on for you here, and
Doesn't matter.
You would have to have a lot of get him for a natural toot to hit. Nikithi, onto you.
Nikki's going to get up a move to Idis. Idis is going to move across the room, so she has a clear shot. She's going to take a
straight shot at this creature, the twin soul.
This is the last shot of my battery.
Oh
boy. I'm getting a little better every roll. Eventually,
8 on the dice.
Hit this creature. Yeah, and then Nikithi is going to try and give herring fire.
Okay.
So just a little pistol shot. Hopefully I can just roll above a 15. There it is. Yay.
All right.
It's harried. +2 to whoever tries to hit this thing next time.
It could be Talara because it's her turn right now.
Yeah, Talara is going to get out of there.
So no attack of opportunity as it has been pummeling on a win.
Yes, thank you, Wen, by the way.
Captain's taking one for the team. So you're moving about 25 feet away and on the other side of this huge scientific chamber.
Yes.
What do you want to do?
And I think that's all I'm going to do. I am done playing the hero.
You overheated
I'm
twice.
glad I could inspire you guys to come and fight.
Time to tap out.
I think you got this.
Yes, that's what happened.
All right. I've got 3 targets within range of this thing. Kaz, Bumfuzzle, and Win. It's been beaten up on Kaz. Let's roll randomly down the turn order. See who's going to double attack this turn. Oh, it's going to attack Kaz, of course. It has a vendetta against Kaz. 2 attacks coming at you, buddy. 9 and a 9. Your KAC right now.
9.
What?
My KAC takes no penalties right now, so that is going to be 20.
20 is 2 hits. Coming at you with its multi-attack ability. But only 38 points of damage? 38 points.
Oh, good. 38 points of damage.
How is Kaz doing right now? That's bludgeoning this time, mind you, but is Kaz still up?
Barely. Barely.
Can do nothing on your next turn, but Bumfuzzle is next, so he's going to save your life, surely. What you got, Jabert?
Let's see here. I reach up into my reach down into my utility belt and I pull out a well-shaken can of Packed World's favorite hyper caffeinated citrus flavored fizzy beverage. It's called Kodar Quench, and I pop the top on it and I spray it right into this dude's face, and it's just full of sugar and it's not good for you. I give him a bunch of cavities, and then
sounds delicious.
Yeah, I know it's distractingly delicious. And as I do this, I'm going to step back a few feet and shoot him right in the gob with my pistol.
Okay. Ooh, moving backwards.
Yeah, a smidgen. Oh right. Well.
Oh no. Trick attack went off.
Man,
but
I am rolling like Nikithi tonight.
5 on the attack.
You say that to the guy that's rolled 2 natural 1s this fight so far.
Well,
and
I know.
2 20s this fight so far. So I don't know what's going on.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm rolling like Nikithi, not Kaz.
Kaz is all over the place. Right. Speaking of Kaz, it's his turn, but much like when before him, he can do nothing this turn but watch as this creature maybe consumes you. Captain Win, I should say. It is onto you, Miles.
I'm going to double attack.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Hold, I like it.
Stabbing with the trident.
Nothing. And a 20. 13.
A 13 and a 20. And is that with your negatives?
Oh, no.
No.
16.
2 misses as, you seem to stab right through this thing, like the image of where it was a moment ago. Nikithi, back to you.
Oh, boy. Okay, Nikithi's going to give up something, give up an action to Idis. Idis is going to move. Oh, boy, howdy. Actually, no, he's not going to give up. Idis. Oh, yeah, no, he does. He has to give up a move to Idis so that Idis can reload, spend a move action to reload, and then take a shot. We'll get that over with right now.
All right, let's do this.
And hey, I still think that's a miss.
What'd you get?
20 against EAC? That's not 20 against EAC? That's not.
I don't know. That retort sounded like a KAC attack.
Yeah, so 20 against EAC. Sorry.
Unobstructed shot from Idis. That is a hit.
19 fire.
Okay. Oh, hey, some damage this round happening late in the game. And anything you want to do?
This thing doesn't. I can't shut down any of its stuff. Nikithi is just going to stay where he is behind the computer.
Okay, yeah, this thing is looking bloodied. It's not looking good. And after that shot, it is Talara's turn. Rebecca, your teammates look to be in dire straits. Or do you have an action?
Yeah, can I climb up on this ramp and get a clear shot from where I am?
No, back there it's still going to get at least soft cover, so a +2 to its armor class. So you have to be kind of where Idis is, or maybe if you move over behind what looks like a generator for these 2 rings. Or actually, you can move up the catwalk as well. You have enough movement to get up there and get an unobstructed shot.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. All right. It's a 23 to hit.
Oh, that's a hit.
Awesome. That does 6 damage.
Alrighty, okay. Every little bit's going to count here in the end game because we're back to this creature. It does not have a Bumfuzzle next to it now. Bumfuzzle's moved away. It's got a win and a Kaz. A Kaz who is still dazed. Let's roll a d4, see who attacks this turn.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, it's coming to Kaz, of course.
Kaz, I'm really sorry, man.
2 attacks. That would have gone to Bumfuzzle. I rolled a
Kaz is down.
Well, let's see, because it might send this other attack if that goes through to a win first attack. It is a 13 on that dice. That is a hit, as we've determined. Oop, nope, just one of these. This first one. Ooh, max damage, 20 points.
Can I use Listen Injury to make that minimum damage?
That would reduce it to...
No, don't.
15.
Don't. I'm up. I'm still up with that.
Still up with 20?
Yeah, with 1 HP left. So.
Oh my goodness, this is a dangerous situation here because the second attack is coming to you if you're still up. On the dice, it's another hit. So now, for certain, down because 16 points of damage. Thwomp. Unconscious Kaz at the top of this science. Oh boy. Containment unit. Bumfuzzle, we're back to you.
Alrighty. Well, that's not good.
You don't like to see that.
Don't like to see that. You know what
It only took me like 10 attacks in a row to bring Kaz down.
I pull a capsule out of a little pouch and I throw it. I just like flick it right into this thing, and you see, like, as it's spinning through the air, it says instant water, and then as it pops into the side of this thing, it just sort of pops out like several gallons of water. And just like causes this thing to sort of like inflate and get awkward and hard to move around. By the way, both of these were from James W. Thanks, James W.
Oh, I was about to say, are you just making this up? Because this sounds pre-constructed. It's like a shrinky dink. You're adding...
It's like the opposite of a shrinky dink, yeah.
All right. With that explanation, this trick attack has to go through, right? Like CR19 or lower.
At this point, it's got to, right?
What do you want to do? We were going... flat-footed?
Yeah, I'm doing flat-footed again.
All right.
This guy's hard to hit, and I gotta help out my teammates.
Yeah, he is.
There it is.
Oh my goodness.
Is it CR21 or lower?
Oh my goodness. It is flat-footed. It is tricked.
It's tricked and
it is
flatted.
Shrinking.
And shrinky-dinking. Expanding at an alarming pace. 23 points of damage.
Ooh, okay. To the calculator now. 23. It is still up, believe it or not.
Oh, snap.
Kaz, it's your turn. Do you want to spend that RP to stabilize?
Yes.
And when? Back to you. It is flat-footed. It is not doing well. I'll tell you this much. What would you like to do?
Double attack.
Oh my goodness. Fish for that crit. Fish away. Good sir.
Super hit.
A 19 on the dice, and when you just drive your stupid pike through this thing's big old eyeball sack.
Vindication.
Oh my god, max damage too. It had 12 hit points left. You did 17, basically causing it to explode in a Kool-Aid man, cracking and bursting over this room. So there's red goop that just flies everywhere, like covered in sticky syrup.
Like the water causes it to expand real big, and then wind just like pops it.
Yeah. We are out of combat as this thing, its final breath is to curse you in Aklo psychically through its many eyeballs kind of staring at each of you. It falls to the ground and says,
You will pay. Not in this world, but in the next. Or the next episode.
To be continued, everyone.
Son,
But I want to heal Kaz. I want to heal Kaz and know he's okay.
Nope. Until
week.
next week, he's not okay at all. One of our longer combats this season. I knew it was going to be because we had 2 mischievous grays, a portal system involved, a hazard portal system, poison. Oh, the weirdest creature I think I've ever GM'd before. But you guys survived it. This is a TPK situation for some parties.
Yeah, is it?
I can
is
imagine.
It a
I
TPK
can
situation?
imagine.
Pretty rough stuff.
Why?
It's almost as hard as to say P gets until the next fight, which will be next week. But that's going to do it for us, guys. Thank you all for playing with me and playing along.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everyone out there, thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Have a good week, everybody.
Have a great week.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Cosmic Crit. This episode has been made possible through a sponsorship with Roll20 and the backing of our Critamanda fans on Patreon. Thanks again and have a great week.